Hello, the co-creative love and destiny weavers. I'm so happy that quite a few of you joined this beautiful co-creative group, which is really coming alive by means of us bringing our energy into this group, and especially for the people who joined for the upcoming event on this Sunday with the full moon in Scorpio and the lunar eclipse. I'm going to open the circle for co-creative peace weaving. I will do a meditation. I like weaving a web of light, which I learned from the shaman Sandra Ingerman. And then we can start weaving the symbol of the life tree, Yggdrasil. I think the symbol that incorporates the wrong-faced symbol of the Algis rune, which is known as the peace symbol, but it actually stands for death. And the symbol of the life tree, it incorporates the Algis rune in the right position, and it stands for the life tree. And so it weaves as below as above in all direction, and this beautiful life tree which brings us regeneration and renewal. And if we do it intentionally together in the circle, it's even stronger. So I'm looking forward to weave together with you. You can find the details by pressing the title page here in the group and the event link which I created. I also like to send Happy Mother's Day blessings. We all come from the great cosmic womb and from the womb of a mother. So I'm in full gratitude. I mean, we can only be alive because of a mother, and she's the origin for all our existence. And I like to say a blessing to all the mothers. It comes from the Reverend Maureen Killoran. Mums come in many shapes and sizes. There are warm mums, soft mums and round mums, often with flower on their noses and always ready to pour a glass of milk to a plate of biscuits. These mothers are becoming increasingly rare. Some mothers are like the bubbles in champagne, surprising your senses, leaving you giggling, but just when you least expect it, they discharge with an unexpected pop. There are sharp mothers, all edgy and not easy to stay with. They don't mean it, but it seems like when you need them, their hands go up to ward you off. Then there are grumpy mothers, stressed mothers, exhausted mothers. Their faces are painted with worry and their spirits are grey and tired. Other mothers are wise and reliable. They don't care to make a lot of words or a lot of noise. But you know in your heart that when you need them, they will be there. They are passionate mothers, those you can count on, that they will be by your side and love you even when you mess up. There are absent mothers whose memory flickers in the air. Ah, bless me as well. And so that it seems you could catch them, if only you were quick enough to turn around. There are distant mothers, mean mothers, loving mothers, giving mothers. There are mothers who walk away, world-saving mothers, mothers who are too busy to be sorrowful. Mothers you cry for because you have lost them, and mothers who make you weep because you are not able. May we hold in our hearts the mothers we knew, those who loved us and those who tried. May we forgive the mothers who couldn't make it work, and let go of the knots of disappointment, of anger, of grief, of pain. And may we always remember that mothering, nurturing, is not just a task for some, but for all of us. Whether you're young or old, male or female, may you make extra room in your heart for nurturing. May you hug a baby, smile at a stranger. May you hold back just a little in traffic, and just this once let a particularly tail-giving driver squeeze into the space in front of you. May you say something truthful to a stressed saleswoman. Pet a cat. Pay a colleague a genuine compliment. Take time to listen deeply to a friend. Mothering comes in many shapes and sizes, and so does mothering. May there be room in our hearts to receive and give nourishment. And in that way we are all mothers. We can become nurturing mothers. So, blessed Mother's Day today. And the oracle card for the next week is the Heart of Sky. And it's also about mothering in a way. I'm just going to read you out. The essence of Heart of Sky is the love force that made all creation possible, so the Cosmic Mother. The same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formlessness to form or inspired ideas to expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The Heart of Sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. I just love this synchronicity, of the image of the Cosmic Mother. The invitation, the Heart of Sky, brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the Heart of Sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. The medicine. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false person of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. I just love the synchronicities when we start seeing with all our senses. So that it's not a coincidence, isn't it, that this card has come up for the week. The same like the Beregini symbol of the Liht One, which actually looks like a snowflake. I brought this Beregini symbol to the Beltane Ritual, which I did with some women on Friday. And I took also the Hagalaz rune, which stands for the hag, for the witch. And it's also represented like a hailstone. So when I've drawn this symbol, then I immediately seen the reference to the Hagalaz rune. I took her with me, and the Beltane Ritual with its fires also bring forth the past where witches have been burned. And on last Friday, I intentionally took this energy of the hag, of the Hagalaz, and of the Liht One, who stands for renewal. And for renewal with ease, we can reclaim our powers from the past, which are full of suffering and hardship. But from the here and now, with the intention, I'm standing in my power, and I felt like laughing like this like a witch, like ha 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 ha. Like the Hagalaz always reminds me of this ha 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 ha, like from our full power sound from the womb, like reclaiming the power in the here and now to stand out as an empowered witch with ease and clarity. And the Light One can bring us renewal, and she carries the affirmation with clarity and ease. I am embracing the world. You can use the symbol to clear it, for clearing on all levels, to get through a breakup much easier, and to bring clarity into the situation. So I put my Hagalaz rune in there and then put it in my bra, and in that way I connect with this Hagalaz energy, or I or I do the breath, which is just a combination of the Hagalaz rune, Lagush and Urush. Yeah, or the laughter, like ha 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 ha. You can use that as well to empower yourself and to come into the flow, into the easeful flow of your renewed life force energy, which is always available to us. And last but not least, this week's rune is TEIWAZ, the warrior rune. It also stands for the warrior, for the god Tyr. It's in the last 8 of the runes of the elder Futhark. Again, I just love this synchronicity, because in the heart space with my runes teacher Maggie Cunningham, we are also journeying this month with Tyr and the vulnerability of the masculine side of Tyr. And for those who don't know it, God Tyr, he was looking after the wolf Fenris, who is one of the 3 children of the trickster god Loki. And it is foresaid that Fenris is gonna devour the whole world and bring about Ragnarok. And Tyr, even though he loves Fenris, he has to set up like his mind and set intention for a higher purpose, be in service of a higher purpose of saving humanity, and therefore he sacrifices his sword arm, his right hand arm, to Fenris, so to keep the balance, that he's not gonna devour humanity. And this energy and this rune was for me very, very helpful as well when I was journeying with breast cancer last year and had to make the decision to sacrifice my right breast, where the tumor over, and I connected to this rune quite often, and to Tyr energy and the vulnerable but very strong side of Tyr, because then he stepped down as being sovereign king. He was the king before Odin, and he sacrificed his right arm and stepped down from his sovereign throne for a higher service, and for making sacred his sacrifice for a higher service. And that helped me to also come up with the decision for my right hand breast, to sacrifice my right hand breast so I can live healthily afterwards and be even stronger now afterwards. And this is what I wrote in my book. This is based on my breast cancer journey, the even more Wyrding Way, Alchemy of Turning Demons into Diamonds. You can get it on Amazon. Today I received my very first testimonial from Petra Leinbach, and I'm so happy about that. So here I've write about Tyr being the only one who can contain the wolf, the beast, and even though he loves him, I feel similarly about my demons in form of tumor metastasis in my right breast. By talking to them and writing about my healing journey here in this book, I similarly have come to terms to sacrifice my right breast for my highest good of health. Even though I learn to laugh and embrace my demons, I know I have to let go of this part of my body that no longer serves my highest good. Also releasing many generations of lack of nourishment. It's just like the breast who has not been able to feed children like my mother. She was not breastfeeding me. Or due to insecure attachment, we also experience the abandonment of the nourished mother. Abandoned femininity, hardship, and cancer cells. I sacrificed it all intentionally. Albeit I grieve my breast, like Tyr about his right arm and his beloved wolf Fenris. I have made this sacrifice consciously. It's about making sacred and being in service for highest good, in that case for my highest good, and also in Tyr's case for the highest good of humanity. Some questions you might find interesting. What sacrifice did you have to make in your life before to serve the overall highest good? What wisdom do you get from the story about Tyr and Fenris? So this week's energy of Tyr, it's all about being this warrior self. Yeah, and it's about not a warrior who fights out there. It's about being a warrior within ourselves, like being strong about what we stand for. It also looks like a North Star. Yeah, it's a combination of Isa, which is your strong identity, and also like the Rune on the top, which gives you wings. So it's about knowing yourself, knowing your shadow parts, and what you want to take forth with you that gives you wings into the future. And also about what do you need to sacrifice, to let go of sometimes, to be on the highest service for your purpose. Yeah, so thank you very much for listening. Many Mother's Day's blessings. May you be nourished and have a good week. Many blessings. Bye bye.